We're not seeing enough of the cutting inside and burying them bottom corner. We're not seeing enough of them taking on players. We're just not seeing enough from Mo for my liking. And, you know, he's going to be 30, he's 31 maybe, heading for 32. I would sell him. I would for that price. This video is being brought to you with thanks to Surfshark. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to browse websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Surfshark allows you to virtually travel the world with just the tap of a finger. As an example, we here in Ireland can Afflix? What is Afflix? We here in Ireland can watch other countries' Netflix libraries, unlock UK services such as BBC iPlayer, and of course that all-important Spanish DAZN account for football. Surfshark keeps you safe and secure by covering up everything that you do online. When your device connects to the internet, all this information is, in a way, blurred out. This is particularly effective when you're out and about on public Wi-Fi, maybe you're in college or at a cafe. It keeps your information safe and secure from hackers. With a Surfshark, just ask Surfshark. Just here, have a Surfshark. Johnny? Mildred, Surfsharks? Surfshark allow you to use unlimited devices on just one subscription, meaning if you so wish, you can grant access to your friends and family. On top of that, Surfshark offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, they refund you. It is that simple. Our sign-up offer gives you a whopping 83% off. That's right, I did say 83% off and 3 months additional free. Simply scan the QR code on your screen right now or use the link in the description, putting in the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. Does anybody wonder if there is something simmering under the scenes with Mohamed Salah at the minute? Because something just doesn't feel right. You know, Klopp left him out after, I think, one of his better performances. Took him off and then left him out after one of his better performances this season. And there was something that Klopp spoke about after the Chelsea game that's just stuck in my head since I heard it. And he said that he wanted to freshen it up and get a bit more energy in the team. To say that and then leave out Mohamed Salah, I don't know. To me, I could be reading too much into it, but I get the feeling something's niggling there. It just doesn't sit right, feel right. Heavy Metal D said, yes, I think there is. Maybe that's why he's not been smiling as much. Klopp spoke a lot of waffle after the Chelsea game. Yeah, he did. That's a fair shout. He did speak a lot of waffle. I disagreed with a lot of what I heard from Klopp after that game. If he wants to go, then sell him to PSG, said Kingsmano. I think he was saving Salah for the Arsenal game. Why, though? See, that's what I don't understand. We don't have the luxury of being able to save anyone for anything at the minute because we need to get points. Top 4 to me now is gone. I think it's out the window. I explained my thinking behind that yesterday. I think the max we can get 73 points if we won our 10 remaining games, which we won't. And I question if that'll be enough. I think 73 to 75 kind of feels to me where you might need to get a Champions League place, and I don't think we do it. 85 million offer comes in for Salah. Would you take it, yes or no? I'm going to vote, but I'm not going to tell you how I voted because I want you to have your say, and then we'll come back and talk about it. If Salah goes, we're done. It's madness if anyone wants to get rid of him. I do understand where you're coming from, Maggie Boy, and I'm certainly not suggesting we proactively look to sell Mohamed Salah. But if there is any feeling of discontent from Mohamed Salah, or if there's even an indication based off his stats or his from the sports science team that he is in any way on the decline, then I think we have to remove sentimentality from it. But again, I don't have information to say that there is a drop in his performance levels from the sports science side. So yeah, I'm just going off what I'm reading with his body language, and again, I can't get past this. I said it to you guys at the time, and I'm gonna keep bringing it back up. But it wasn't a good look when he was sitting there with the PSG president. I didn't like that one bit. Him, Rami Abbas sitting there. I think it was after the Bournemouth game. It just wasn't a good look to me. And the fact that it was photographed and the fact that it was public, it just never sat well with me. It really didn't. And look, I don't care if they tried to say it was just a friendly conversation. Do it in fucking private. It's not the type of thing I want to see my newly contracted 350, 400 grand a week forward sitting there chatting with PSG's president. It didn't sit well with me. I didn't think it gave it a good signal. I genuinely think if we sell Salah, we don't need to replace him. As if Salah and Bobby go, the front three should be Diaz, Nunes and Gakpo with Jota rotating in and out. I would like to see us bring in someone Maybe Matoma, maybe I don't know where Ben Doak is in his progression, but I think it'd be too early to put that much pressure on him. So I'd like to see us bring in somebody if Mohamed Salah went. And again, I am not advocating for Liverpool to sell Mohamed Salah, but Klopp left him out. And, you know, he hasn't performed to his best this season, but he's not alone. There's been many, many of those Liverpool players who haven't hit the highs, but he's the only one that just signed a new really, 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 really highly paid contract. And I know we are all different on this, but to me, if you're being paid as the talisman, if you're being paid as the star, then you've got to play and act like a star, and I don't think we're getting that return. But he's not the only one. If PSG wants Salah and a few million to the price tag, PSG will probably overpay or add a few million to the price tag. I see. Normally I go, yeah, but I don't know where the PSG ownership is at the minute. You know, I've heard some other things that they're absolutely changing tack now, that they're no longer looking to bring in any global superstars, that they want to just hoover up the best young French talent and build PSG around being an icon of French football. That's what seems to be out in the media a lot lately. Saka would be a dream replacement. He would, but why would he leave Arsenal at the minute? Life's really good for him. He's about to sign a new contract worth about 300 grand a week. His team are top of the league at the minute. Why would he leave, to be fair? Rafinha, Jesus, no. Not a chance would I take Rafinha now. Rafinha at Barcelona just hasn't been good enough. And I've watched them plenty of times to know that, yes, he scores some goals, but some basic stuff that he's doing wrong that would really infuriate me if he was in a Liverpool shirt. Saka, Rafinha, Matoma, Chiesa. The last two, I wouldn't say no to. Matoma, Chiesa, maybe. Rafinha, no. Saka, look, everybody would take Saka, but it's not going to happen. Salah hasn't been the same since the AFCON. I think I would agree with you. And look, it bugs me when people say, but he's still our highest scorer this season, or he's still got our most goals and assists. I don't care. It's less than other seasons, and that's all I care about. You're brought in to do a job. You're paid highly to do a job, to be a talisman, to be a leader, to be a global superstar. Play like a global superstar. Because even in their worst seasons, your Messis, your Ronaldos, your Mbappes, they put up numbers. Although, look, to be fair, Messi had a bit of a shit season last season with PSG, but still won the World Cup, so there you go. Isn't Matoma a left-sider? Yes, but again, what somebody is when they play at Brighton and what Jurgen Klopp wants them to do is a whole another conversation. Because we wouldn't have said that Cody Gakpo was a false nine or somebody playing through the centre. We would have said he probably comes in off the left side. And remember, we've seen other players move before. We've seen Sadio Mane, who was a right-sided player, switch across to the left side. So the poll finished and about 70% of you guys said, I think it was actually 68 if my memory's right, it's gone now, but I think it was 68% said that if an £85 million offer came in for Mohamed Salah, that you guys would sell him. So again, that's not that's you guys having your say, but you know what? I agree. 85 million quid and I would. Because I do think his best days are behind him. I still think he'll do numbers. I still think he'll do well. We're not seeing enough of the cutting inside and burying them bottom corner. We're not seeing enough of him taking on players. We're just not seeing enough from Mo for my liking. And he will go through little periods where he does well and scores, but he's going to be 30. He's 31 maybe, heading for 32. I would sell him. I would for that price. Craig, if we sell Salah, do we stick in Ben Doak, Gordon, or do we buy a right winger? You've got to buy a winger, in my opinion. And then, give the lads a chance. We don't know what will happen with Kay Gordon, because obviously he's basically missed an entire season. Ben Doak looks really exciting, but he's Frimpong. Yes, there you go. Thank you. And it was somebody from Leverkusen on the right side. So yeah, for me, you'd have to bring in somebody. You'd have to. And you know what? I think we could easily find one. I don't think it would be too hard to go out there and bring in a versatile attacking right side. And that would then be a real, again, signal of the evolution of the team. You would have completely refreshed. And then I'd want the same done in midfield. I'd want the same ruthlessness in midfield that we would have had up top. So for me, again, cards on the table. I'm very happy if we move on Henderson, Milner and Fabinho. I know people are going to go, that's too much work in the summer, and I understand you. But I'd also say that I don't think any of those, maybe Fabinho, because he's still, 28, 29. Henderson's legs are gone, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't care about opinions. I have my own eyes, and I see one good game in three now from Henderson, when I would have been the very first person to say to you that Jordan Henderson is the epitome of consistency at his best. Not anymore. So for me, I'd sell both of them. And, well, you can't sell Milner because he's gone, but I wouldn't renew, and I'd sell Henderson, and I don't care. Look, I don't want sentimentality. Sentimentality has put us where we are right now. Being too soft and allowing players to get too old has left us in this position that we are in right now. So Liverpool need to act, and Klopp needs to clean the decks, and he needs to get in the next players. I'd rather have a year where we're inconsistent, but we can see the progression, than another year of the same old shit, and we're scratching our heads going, how are we still playing the same people? So I read something earlier on. We've got 11 potential midfield players in the team, in the squad right now. 11. And how many of those are good enough? 2, perhaps? So it's just, you've that many midfielders, and we don't feel comfortable playing any of them.